I posted on social media that I was coming here today to talk to you guys, and I had seen the movie. I've never been more popular. What does that kind of wave of enthusiasm feel like for you?
I mean, it's great for me. I mean, the way I think of it is, we have a movie about these characters who, and I think it's a valid thing to say, who we don't see very often, whose stories aren't very often told in cinema. And the more people get excited about your post, the more they're likely to hear about the film. So I think it's all gravy.
Was all of this, the ultimate goal when you first started this, to be here today like this?
No, not. I mean, this. No, I mean, bruh, I never expected.
Pretty
all this
sweet though.
No, it's great. And again, it just means that there's some kid, some guy or girl somewhere who maybe wants or needs to see themselves represented. And the more we do things like this, the more they're likely to have that experience. But when I started this project, I just wanted to do right by Terrell, by the source material, to get it right, to tell an authentic, truthful story. And that's always the only goal for me, which I love it because it's a goal that's rooted in process. All these other things are amazing in that they help boost the signal of the film, and I think that's important because there are some people who feel like they're voiceless, and I think this movie might help carry their voices.
What do you say the signal of the film is to the general audience?
I think the movie, what it's about, or if I had to say what it is just that we all have this responsibility, or we're all shaping our identities, but we're not doing it alone. I think the world around us does a lot of work to dictate to us what that identity should be, what a man should look like, how we should talk, how we should dress, and all these other things. And I think that people might walk past characters like Chiron all the time, whether sit next to him on the bus or on the subway, and think, I can't relate to that guy. I'm not going to smile at him. I'm not even going to make eye contact with him. And I hope that when people see this film, they might go, oh, you know what? We're not so different. That guy comes from somewhere. He's going somewhere else. He has a story.
And explain for us, is this your story or like it's a combo piece, if you will?
I'd say it's a composite of both my life and Terrell's life growing up in the same community, Liberty City, which is sort of like the South Central of Miami. And I think the movie started, or the play started, much more biographical for Terrell. And I felt like I could hide behind him and put these little bits of my biography into the film. But, as someone who became the author, of this piece, with Terrell's trust, I couldn't help but, put more and more of myself into it. And so I think it's a very fluid combination of our two lives.
What was life like for you on the set as a director? I'm imagining headsets and yelling at people. Well, you're probably not yelling.
No, not yelling.
But was it easy to kind of separate your story from the actions that you needed to do?
It wasn't easy, but I managed it very well. The only time when it was difficult, I would say, was when Naomi Harris was on set, portraying the character Paula, who's basically a composite of my mom and Terrell's mom. Doing some of the things that we did with her was incredibly difficult because I consider myself a very professional director. There's all these lights, and we're chopping wood. Is what I like to say. We're just chopping wood, no matter what we're doing. But when the wood you're chopping is like a physical embodiment of your mom, it takes you to a place, man. And so it was really, really difficult to be purely professional on those days. And it's funny because Naomi keeps telling the story that we shot all her films in 3 days, which we did, and thank goodness, because had it been 10 days, I don't know if I would have made it.
Yeah, and the problem was she brought it too. Like she brought it full force.
Well, she did, and again, I'm very good at separating my personal life from my work, and so I knew that the movie needed her to go to a certain place, and I was always willing to keep pushing her to go with her to that place, despite the emotional toll it took on me.